welcome to College and Bacon. I'm Eric, also a lumberjack.
And I am Jason, a.k.a. Spider-Man. We are doing some Halloween-themed episodes here this weekend, and we're having a blast doing it. I hope everybody... Tell me what you think in the comments about my Spider-Man costume. I'm curious to know what you think.
And you look ridiculous, what?
And tell Eric what you think about his excellent... See, I'm complimentary of you.
Yes.
What you think about Eric's lumberjack costume.
I mean, I really can't say anything. It is a complete Spider-Man costume.
It is, isn't it? I'm not even going to tell you how much I spent on this.
I don't even want to hear it.
Tell them what we're talking about today.
So today,
I'm going to keep this
in honor of Halloween, we're going to talk about horror movies. Now, there are a lot of horror movies out there. Some very good ones, and some very not so good ones.
Here's the thing. I have come to appreciate the not so good ones so much more.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun to watch.
They really are, especially when you have a few beers and a few friends with you.
Exactly.
I find that the corny ones are mostly on Netflix. I got this off. But they're fun to watch, mainly because you laugh at them.
Oh, I know. So I mean, it's fun, but you know, one thing stays the same about every horror movie is the characters make some really dumb decisions.
Excuse me. There's a lot of horror movie cliches out there. And I think it's time that someone addresses these once and for all.
And sometimes it's just things that can, people do better in horror movies that would help them survive.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Eric? Elaborate.
What we're going to talk about today is dumb horror movie decisions.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't mean like decisions for the movie. I mean what the characters do that get them killed.
Right, and this isn't like exclusive to one or two horror movies. This is like across the board, like this happens in all horror movies.
So we're going to say what you could do to help survive a horror movie.
Right, and also as a little plus to this episode, this might actually help you create your own corny homemade horror movie. Just follow these steps.
Alright, number one. It's a bit of a combo here. It's when people go... exploring. Okay. So they either go to abandoned houses, abandoned museums,
always
amusement parks.
It's never like Chuck E. Cheese or
that'd be terrifying.
Like a field of
come on, abandoned Chuck E. Cheese with those animals still there.
But my point is, it's never like a field of flowers. It's never like a beautiful like waterfall scene or like whatever. It's always, you're right, like a museum or like a cemetery.
Abandoned houses. Here's an idea. Don't go in.
Just don't go.
Just maybe if you see one, you just go, all right, we're going to keep walking.
Is this why we're on YouTube, to give horror movie characters advice now?
Something like that. And this kind of goes hand in hand with what the next one is. If you're going to follow a creepy sound, you just hear in the distance like nails scratching on a chalkboard,
or a
chainsaw, distant faint screaming. You're like, I wonder what that is. Maybe I should go investigate.
Don't go investigate.
That's usually what's going to lead to getting you killed.
In fact, turn away. And this is something that you even see in non-corny horror movies. It's like there's always that scene in horror movies where like they'll be like in a hallway and they'll hear like a child laughing from the other side of a door. And then, they walk really slowly up to the door, and they're like reaching for the knob, and then they turn it, and it's very dramatic. Me, I would be out of the house.
Yeah, no, you're not going to stay there. You don't want to.
I would be curious to know what it was, but I wouldn't be so curious as to actually go and investigate, because that might get me killed.
Like, basements in a cabin you're staying in the woods.
Right, exactly.
All alone.
Exactly, that's right. What do we got?
Next one. Splitting up. For the love of God, stay together.
Don't split up. Because in horror movies, the second they say, I think we should split up, we'll cover more ground, it never happens that way.
No, it's you end up dead and your friends don't know where you are.
Right, and that's when people start getting picked off, right? When they split up.
Especially if there's one monster coming after you, we're going to be better in numbers.
Right, exactly. You don't need to cover ground that badly.
No.
You really don't. Just stay together. What is this episode turning into? Are we giving horror movie characters advice
Like
now?
I said, how to survive a horror movie.
Okay, fair enough.
So, alright, so yeah, stay together. You'll probably be better off if you just I mean, I know there's examples of horror movies out there where they're together and, you know, you still get killed, but, you know.
And I find that even when they don't say, we gotta split up to cover more ground, something always happens where, like, they do end up being split up by accident. Like one of them will be walking, they'll fall, like, through a trap door. And then, boom, they're split up.
Yeah.
Happens in every horror movie, folks.
Of course.
We got this stuff pegged. We really do.
Alright, so...
Nice one.
Next one. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just leave alone the clearly possessed items.
Elaborate.
I'm talking, you know, old coffins, old dolls, skin-covered books.
So what you're saying is that people should turn their backs towards these creepy items.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So,
Yep.
like, when they come up to, like, a creepy-looking doll, for example, in a display case, don't
Yes.
go up to it because you're curious. Walk away.
Or, you know,
run away.
If there's a doll that's, you know, clearly been part of a cult possession, maybe leave that alone. Maybe leave it alone.
Might be a good idea.
Or you know, you see, if you're in a cabin in the woods, and I'm not naming any movies here, you're in a cabin in the woods and you find a book that's clearly wrapped in barbed wire.
Okay.
Clearly the cover's made out of skin. Maybe, and in the first page it says, don't go any further. Maybe don't read out of said book.
What movie is this?
I'm not mentioning any names,
Okay.
but don't read out of the book.
So you're saying that people should look at the signs in horror movies.
You know, yes.
And when somebody's trying to tell you to turn away, you turn away.
Normally, something like that's going to just come up, slap you in the face, and you're going to be like, all right, we're not going to do it.
Right.
All right.
What's next?
All right, next.
These are good.
All right. It's kind of towards the end of a horror movie. Make sure what you're trying to kill is actually dead.
Good one.
How many times do you see people like, action shoulder? All right, he's probably dead. I'm gonna go now. I didn't. Clearly didn't hit anything vital.
It's but like the thing is too. There's so many horror movies where they kill the monster or whatever it is, and he's on the ground, and they have a chance to like drive a blade through his head or like shoot him, but they don't. They're like, oh yeah, he must be dead, and then they walk away, and that's the biggest mistake they can make.
Yep. Looking at you, House of Wax. I'm mostly just because I just saw that the other day on TV, but like the guy shoots him twice with a crossbow, and like not like place where you could die from a crossbow injury, but not like heart, head, and then they just leave him there.
Yeah, exactly. Me, if I had a gun, I would shoot him in the head probably about 10 times.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, of course, you know, there's monsters who can't be killed. You know,
Well, that's very.
but that's another whole nother story. All right, next one. Challenging the monster. Okay.
What do you mean by this? That's
Now, this is people where they're maybe a bit cornered, or maybe like have been running for some time, and they go and they usually have a weapon with them.
Yeah.
And they go, come on, come on,
Don't do that.
don't even bother. They've already killed a number of people. Just keep running.
You want some of this? No, don't do that.
Like clearly, the monster hasn't taken any like physical damage, so they're gonna overpower you. Okay.
I never thought about that one, but that's
That's what I picked up on. And like maybe you lost a friend or two. You're like, I can't do this anymore. Come at me. I can fight you. And they just die immediately.
Don't do that. That's pretty good, Eric. That's not bad.
Come on, this kind of goes hand in hand with the very last one I had. Your friends are already dead. Just leave.
Don't try to save them.
No, you're gonna get yourself killed. Just go.
So, what would you recommend if, like, you were, like, let's say all your friends were trapped inside a house with the monster, but you were on the outside. Would you recommend, Eric, being the horror movie expert that you are, going
yes,
back
of course.
into the house or running away?
You go and find help.
So, okay, fair enough. Like maybe like the military or something?
You know, military, SWAT team,
Spider-Man.
Superheroes, anyone that could, you know, that not with. You're not going to go in your lonesome self and then you're going to try and unlock the clearly unlockable locks that your friends are tied in only for the monster to come up right behind you and stab you.
So, but you're saying that if you know that they're dead, don't try to save them because you're just going to die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, fair enough.
You're not going to be any help.
Those are pretty good, Eric. And you thought of those yourself?
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep.
I will say this, though. I will say this. I think that if characters in horror movies took all of our advice, they'd be pretty bad horror movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
I think at this point what makes a horror movie is all those things that we just mentioned.
I agree.
But we're just saying that, if these people really cared about surviving, look, these are cliches. That's what we're bringing to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things based on other individual movies, but these are some of the dumb decisions that are made.
I think that, I think that this episode was important because I think that a lot of people have been thinking this kind of thing, but no one has really addressed it yet. We're doing that for you.
So what do we come up with? Stay together.
Let's recap.
Stay together. Run. Just run. Don't hide. Run. And if something looks like it's bad, it's probably bad.
Fair enough. There you go. There you go.
All right. So stay safe on this Halloween, and also send us lovely ideas for costumes. What you're dressed up as.
Yeah, actually, send us ideas what you're dressing up as. Send us if you want to send us pictures. collegeandbacon@gmail.com is our email address. Also, we have a website, collegeandbacon.com. Social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. What do we got, Eric?
Alright, Jason is a survivalist that is desperately trying to start a fire with his incompetent sidekick, Eric.
Alright, now we gotta hurry here, man, because the rain's about to come.
Okay,
You see the clouds, right? Alright, so here's what I want you to do. I'm gonna keep feeding the fire. You make this teepee, okay? And just start building it here a little bit. I'm gonna...
Splash. I dampened the wood so it'd start easier.
Get out of here. Get out. I'm feeding you the wolves.
No,
get out of here.
What?